podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
I do my best, but my best wasn't good enough.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling.
Hey,
Every
Daddy,
day I'm
this is
hustling.
Donald.
Every day I'm
No matter
hustling.
what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? What up? Welcome back. Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We're back to talk some boxing. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. Spence, almost a 5-1 favorite. Manny, a 365 plus 365, almost 4-1 underdog. And listening to the Langs Pugmire and Coppinger podcast, they ask their listeners the question, do you think Manny retires after this fight, win, lose, or draw? So I'm asking you guys the same thing. I mean, does Manny continue after this fight at the age of now almost 42 years old, I believe? Does Manny Pacquiao continue to fight on? If he gets the win, if he upsets, if he can upset a Errol Spence Jr., will he continue? Will he fight on? Because according to the betting lines, he's definitely an underdog in this fight. So what will be Manny's fate at 42 years old? Will he fight past this August 21st date where he faces an undefeated, very big natural welterweight? Earl was fighting at 152 pounds in the amateurs. He's 27-0. Betting line has Manny as a huge underdog. His manager upset that he's such an underdog. They believe these betting lines are not a true indication of what or how this fight will play out. But on mybookie.ag, Earl is a minus 490. 490. That's almost 5-1 for Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, this is Errol Spence Jr. at minus 490. And Pacquiao is at 365. So he's almost 4-1. Meaning, bet 100 on Pacquiao, you're going to make your 100 back plus $365. And to make money on Earl, you got to bet damn near 500 just to make 100. But the question is, what is the right bet? Is Earl being the favorite the right bet? What should we as boxing fans do? Who should we be picking? Or is this Manny Pacquiao's last hurrah? At 42, does he have enough to defeat the young Errol Spence Jr., who's in his prime? Can Earl retire the 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao? Some seem to believe that Earl has strategically been kept away from southpaw fighters. You know, Danny Garcia was not a southpaw. Sean Porter is not a southpaw. Mikey is not a southpaw. Ocampos, also not a southpaw. Lamont Peterson, not a southpaw. Kell Brook, not a southpaw. Leonard Bundu, definitely not a southpaw. Algieri, definitely not a southpaw. Alejandro Barrera, not a southpaw. Chris Van Heerden, not a southpaw. Oh, actually, Van Heerden was a southpaw. There you go. So it's been since 2015. So for the Pacquiao fans, that's what they're holding on to. The fact that Spence doesn't fight southpaws often. He hasn't been able to get that southpaw work. And the fast footwork of Manny Pacquiao will cause Errol Spence some issues. But Earl's been the naturally bigger man with a very educated jab. Can he keep the older, shorter man at distance with the jab? Similar to how he did Mikey Garcia. He definitely kept Mikey at bay, peppering him all night with the jab, frustrating him, making him take chances that he didn't really want to take. Plus 365 for Manny. Now, Manny is a legend. He proved me wrong. I thought, hey, Keith one-time Thurman will beat this guy. That didn't happen. There's an opportunity to get damn near 4-1 on your money with Pacquiao, a living legend. Like, when do you get an opportunity to make 4 times your money with a fighter like Pacquiao? When's the last time you can get Pacquiao 4-1? When's the last time you were able to make money on Pacquiao? Like, he's always been a favorite. Can he upset the apple cart again the way that he did in the Keith Thurman fight? Are we underestimating him because of the time off, or should we be giving him more of the benefit of the doubt due to the time off, because he's been able to have some time away from the ring to allow his muscles and his body to get a rest, so to speak? Could he be rejuvenated? At 42, could he beat the undefeated 27-0 Errol Spence Jr., who is damn near a 5-1? Again, you got to put 490 schmackaroos down just to make $100 on Earl. How sure are you? Are you that sure? For all those people that say Earl's gonna win, are you that sure? Can you put 500 up to make 100? Because that's the betting lines. Will Earl retire Manny? Do you want to see him retire Manny? Or should he just get the win in a fashion that gives Manny, the opportunity to live and fight another day? Or should he Joe Smith Jr. B-hop his ass? What would you rather see on fight night? What would be more interesting? Definitely the knockout. The thing is, Earl hasn't knocked anybody out in a while, right? Like, he got the split decision over Danny, or rather, unanimous decision over Danny, split decision over Sean, unanimous decision over Mikey, and he knocked out Ocampos in 1. Before that, he did knock out Lamont Peterson in 7 and stopped Kell Brook in 11, and Bundu in 6, Algieri in 5. Now, were those too long ago for you? I don't know. He's consistently fighting now 2 times a year since 2018. You know, could have been 16, but he missed the fight. He only fought Kell Brook in 16, waiting on that title opportunity. He had 2 fights in 16, 1 fight in 17, 2 fights in 18, 2 fights in 19, 1 fight in 20 with Danny coming back off that horrific car accident, and now Manny jumping on the opportunity at 62-7 with 2 draws, 7 losses. And those 7 losses basically coming to big names or people you never heard of in the Philippines, more than likely, right? I mean, he's got his most latest loss is what many believe was a robbery in Australia in the Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane versus Jeff Horn. Before that, Floyd Mayweather. Before that, Juan Manuel Marquez knocked him out. And before that, the split decision loss to Tim Bradley, where many believed he was also robbed. I had Bradley winning that fight and on the scorecards. He also holds a loss to legendary Eric Morales and a draw over Juan Manuel Marquez. And he has a draw with Guatupito Sanchez and a loss with someone in the Philippines or Thailand or, something like that. So, the thing is, he's 43, man. 42, going on 43, right? 42, going on 43. 5'5.5", where Errol is 5'9", Errol, many years younger. What, like maybe 15? Is he 15? How many? Is Errol 30? Is Errol 30? Errol is 31. Okay, so 11 years younger. 11 years younger. That's a lot to ask for. Many thought Pacquiao wouldn't even take this fight. So the fact that he's not a favorite is testament to how dangerous this particular matchup is. Can't believe that Errol is a 5-1 though over the legend. That's impressive. Shout out to Errol Spence Jr. Really doing his thing out here. Freaking 5-1 over Pacquiao. I wonder if people would have had Crawford that much of a favorite over Pacquiao. That's a big, huge favorite. Just crazy. 5-1 over Manny, especially with Manny doing what he did to Keith, is just wow, impressive. If you're Keith, if you're Errol Spence, that's impressive. But listen, man, we got a few callers here. We're gonna go out to them. We just talking the betting odds, and I wanted to ask: do you think that Manny retires? Was this a cash and grab? Is he just getting the bread? Is this a one and done? I just need to get some money for the presidency that everybody is speculating that he is gonna run for presidency. But yeah, man, let's do it.
Let's go! I'm ready!
You know the number, 1425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to Stainless.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Apologies. I'm actually driving too. And again, I'm gonna stay excited for this news. Errol is a 5-1. over Manny. I can see how they could say that. I don't know if I would have gave him such a big margin, you know what I'm saying? But I can see how they, 4-1. I'd say the same for Crawford. Like I don't really see these guys losing to Pacquiao more because of time than anything else. But you know what I'm saying? A fight ain't decided until it's over. So I'm not even gonna try to pick on that right now since we still got a while for that fight even happens. But yeah, man, rejuvenated. Speaking as somebody in that 40 and up club, that rest does give you a little rejuvenation. But you're talking about a lot of dog out there in Errol Spence, so I don't know if Manny got enough to keep up with that, man. He looking older. You know what I'm saying? In his face. So like I say, speaking as a 40 and up guy, that's a good sign to me that he's definitely depleted from time. So I don't know if we're gonna get that same Pacquiao that faced Keith Thurman. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. But with the rumor mill that is the internet, you know what I'm saying? They were saying that it wasn't no testing for this fight. Is that true? Or they already started putting out the contract stuff, or
only rumors I report on are from people that are credible. I haven't heard anything. No one has even sent me a link on any of those alleged rumors.
All right. Well, yeah. Like I say, I'm still picking Errol over Manny, but it's a personal thing. I'm ready for Manny Pacquiao to retire and stop holding belts hostage.
But does Errol retire him? Guess not. Stainless, thanks for calling in. We going out to JT, New Orleans. Are you available? Dallas, I mean.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, Ness?
What up, brother?
Nothing chilling. I think Errol and that Manny Pacquiao would be a good fight. I can see why he a 5-1 underdog, but I think it's due to Pacquiao age. And like I say, I think after this fight, Pacquiao gonna retire, depending on how bad Errol beat on him. His speed and his reflex will give Errol trouble in the beginning. So I see it being a close fight. Here, you can put it on microwave. I seen it being a close fight, like through the first 6 rounds, but after that, I think Errol gonna keep touching him to the body a lot. That's gonna wear him down, and then eventually, I think he'll stop Pacquiao. It's a good fight, but like I say, I just wish it was for the belt. And like these fighters these days are not fighting no more for the belt; they're fighting for the names and stuff like that. So in the money bag, I guess. So it's still a good fight I wanted to see, but I prefer to see the Ugas fight for the belt, and then they could fight for undisputed. But he went the Pacquiao way for the name. Like I say, it's a good fight, but Pacquiao is over the hill, and I just think he gonna retire after this fight, depending on how bad Errol beat him. That's my call.
All right, that's what I wanted to hear, man. Do y'all think he retires? We going out to Supermax.
PACMAN.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
PACMAN.com.
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up?
Yo, so look, man. First of all, let's clear out one thing. Doesn't the WBC have a clean boxing program, VADA testing?
Yes.
Okay, well, so this is for a WBC title, so we can move on from that. I think it is a retirement fight. We've got Pacquiao on the horizon, trying to run for presidency, and I think the age is going to take a difference. He was 40 when he did that to Keith Thurman, but then he took another 2 years off. Don't forget, we saw the video game release trailer a few weeks back, where Pacquiao was looking pretty sick, man. So I don't think he's been training. I think he's been in the gym. I think Errol's been working. I've seen a lot of him on IG, and I think he's going to get the timing down to Pacquiao. I think the fight that helped Errol get ready for this is the Sean Porter fight. Sean Porter has a rough style. He's an in and out. He likes to do a lot of in and out. Although Porter did box, he still showed some of his old game. So I anticipate a late stoppage from Errol. Errol's never been a one-punch type of guy, but I think it could be a body shot or something to wear down the old man and get him out the way.
All right, Supermax, thanks for calling in. We going out to James on Skype. Are you available? James B going once. Two time, like AJ. All right, we going out to
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the PBC neighborhood. I can't wait for the game to come out. I'm definitely going to play as Floyd. Shout out to Bernard Hopkins for keeping it real, to Demetrius Andrade. Sometimes you need a little boost in your system to step your game up. I got Errol Spence beating Manny Pacquiao 12-round decision. I think if Keith Thurman can, push him back with a jab, Errol's going to definitely destroy his confidence and make him want to retire right after the fight, because I could have swore he announced his retirement. And it'll be a beautiful way to retire after Errol. And Buzz going to devastate the world. That's my call.
All right. Mr. PBC, Seattle, Washington. Once again, the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. We talking Errol Spence, a 5-1 favorite. Manny Pacquiao, a 365 plus 365. That's almost 4-1. Like, when's the last time you've been able to get those type of odds on Manny PACMAN Pacquiao? Like 4-1. You put 100 down, you're getting 400 plus your 100. I mean, is this a good time to put some money on Pacquiao? And if you are going to do that, remember to go ahead and use my code BETTBV at mybookie.ag. Respected betting site, known to get you your funds in cash or Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin's dropping crazy in the past few days. It's been up and down, by fives too, or 5,000, should I say. But yeah, man, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Let us know, what do you think about Manny and him being a 4-1 underdog? And do you think he retires after this fight? Win, lose, or draw, will Manny continue to fight, or will the young Errol Spence be too much for him? Austin in Texas, talk to me.
And shout out Dallas, shout out 214, bro. Man, Spence is a killer, bro. The truth, honestly, the odds, I feel like they should be even greater than that, bro. It's like, Manny, an old man, bro. The truth's gonna retire him, bro. I don't really see anybody fucking with Spence, not even Crawford, honestly. Like, really the only person I could see beating Spence is if he moves up to 160 fighting Nello. But, yeah, man, this is going to be a long night for Pacquiao. He's just trying to get that check for the presidency. Again, shout out to old Hopsito as well. Shout out to Dallas, the 214, Pleasant Grove. Good show, man.
All right, brother, but thank you for calling in. Once again, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're talking Manny Pacquiao, the legend, back out of 2-year layoff to take on one of the most dangerous welterweights in the division. Definitely one of the most biggest welterweights in the division. And it looks like in New Jersey, we're going to get ourselves a brand new caller in the 856. Talk to me.
Yo, what's going on, man? How you guys doing today?
We're doing good. How are you? What's your name?
Oh, my name's Xavier. I'm calling from down here in New Jersey, 856.
Xavier, how are you, brother? Talk to us.
Oh, man, listen, man, I'm definitely going to go with Spence. But I just think, like, right now, I think everybody's really overlooking Manny Pacquiao. I mean, plus 365, 4-1. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's almost like we're not even talking about Manny Pacquiao anymore. We're just talking about some random boxer. So I think Earl's going to box his way to a decision, but I think that first 5 rounds are going to be crucial. I do think he's going to get hit more often than what he's, used to. But keep doing your thing, man, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you calling in and voicing your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We appreciate every single caller, every new caller. Only you guys can make the show bigger. Continue to share it. Continue to talk about the show at the water coolers, at the big fight, man. Buy a shirt and wear the brand at the fight so people know that there's a radio show here that's on 24/7, man. Yesterday I did 3 shows or 2 shows? I wanted to do 3, only did 2. Francis had a lot of packing and shit to do. Day before we did 3. We already on 2 today. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. We're actually trying to get to 120,000 subscribers before my birthday, which is in 5 days now. 5 days now, May 31st. And we're at 118,878. So we need about 1,100 more. 1,100 subscribers more to reach that goal. And only you can do that. Like I said, only you can take us to the next level. Only you can ensure we keep getting the big name guests. And that's by sharing the show on all forms of social media, man, and getting the word out there that we're here rocking out, talking boxing, man. And, you long-time listeners, you long-time callers, you guys even get the little special intro like my man Machine Gun.
I'm gonna go ahead and beat up Danny Garcia.
Hey, Daddy, this $1 bill.
You need to take out that green jacket because I just took your bill.
It's fly,
you can't
baby.
even set out an arena. The only reason you don't pay per view because you fight me. So sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You will not be fighting on pay per view one for me.
Machine Gun, what up?
Yo, Ness, give me like 2 quick seconds, just really quick.
For sure. Once again, we're talking Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Pacquiao a 4-1 underdog, and Spence a 5-1 favorite. I'm be talking about putting 100 on Pacquiao and making $400 back, or putting 500 on the big fish, Errol Spence, and only making 100 back.
All right, yo, I'm back.
Talk to us.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that different of an odds. I do count it to the time off, but I feel like, I don't know. I mean, maybe if it was Crawford too, you might have these kinds of odds. Like I said, just the age and the time off might be getting it. But as always, I'm excited for the big fish back in a big fight. I do think Pacquiao is retiring because I recall hearing and reading some things that he would be running for president. Unless somebody came to Manny and was like, hey, one more big fight with the winner of this can go to Crawford, big pay-per-view undisputed, maybe. I don't know. But either way, excited, man. I think Errol should pay attention to how Keith was successful and how Floyd was successful, because Manny still, when he runs in with his combo, he still comes in squares. Straights and jabs are going to be the difference in that fight. That's my call.
Machine Gun. Lubbock, Texas. 3 times Border Wars fighter. That man has heart. Stepped in the ring 3 times and got it in our Border Wars series. You can check out his fights right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Border Wars is back June 12th in Watertown, Wisconsin. It's still not too late to get in, man. We got some last minute fighters needed, call us up. Hit me up on Instagram, Patreon, however you want to get a hold of me. If you want to get in the ring and swing, June 12th, about 2 weeks out now. Got to hurry up. Definitely get your VIP tables. Get that bottle service over there at the bar, courtesy of the bar and DEFCON, one of the sponsors. Shout out to Adrian Clark, and protect yourself at all times. Hopefully you guys have checked out that 6 or 7 part series to teach you a little bit more about how to protect yourself at all times when you're in that ring. If you are a fighter, you know, how not to get jerked, how to take advantage of your situation. Looks like we got a New York City. Welcome to New York City. Yo, you haven't pressed 1, so we ain't go to you. Let me know if you want to rock out. Andre in Long Island, we see you. Let us know. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. Andre, Long Island, talk to us.
Big Ness, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, man, loving the day, man. 84 degrees in sunny Florida. Talk to me.
75 over here, so it's not too bad. I was listening to you earlier. What was the topic again? I'm sorry.
We talking Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Manny is actually a 4-1 underdog. Put 100, make 4 plus your 100 back. Spence is a 5-1. You got to put $500 on Spence just to make 100. And we also asking you, do you think Manny retires after this fight?
I don't think he retires. From the last time I saw him fight, he still got it, man. And yeah, you're right. The inactivity is going to be a big factor, but I still think he got it, and people are going to be surprised. I think he might beat Spence. As far as the betting odds, that's not my lingo or anything about that, but it's going to be a good fight, and I think Manny's going to win.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. This is what you need to know. If you really think he's going to win, the betting odds are in your favor, because if you put $10 on Pacquiao, you make 50. You're 10 plus 40 back. That's how much of an underdog he is to win. So this is one of the first times in a long time we're able to make money on Manny Pacquiao. Now, the question is, can he beat the 27-0, undefeated, 5'9.5" welterweight Errol Spence Jr.? The big dog, the big fish. The one that started his career at 152 as an amateur. Is Pacquiao going to have what it takes? Remember, last time he fought someone this big, it was Margarito, and he got hurt in that fight. And Errol Spence, he has a Margarito-type style if he wants to walk you down, but he definitely is a puncher, right? Like, he has power. He puts that body work on you, and he hurts people to the body. So, but once again, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. We're talking boxing right here, talking Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence Jr., betting odds, and will Manny retire? Will he retire after this big fight with Errol Spence Jr.? For what I'm predicting will be all 3 belts. I predict they will reinstate Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao as the WBA champion. I'll be looking forward to that announcement soon enough, as I understand these sanctioning bodies want to be attached to big fights like this. They want the world to know that their belt is the belt that the champion, the legendary champion, Manny Pacquiao is fighting for. We got John in Michigan. You ain't press 1. Let me know if you're rocking out. If not, we're going out to Mr. PBC. Did we go to you already? I believe we did. Pretty sure we did, but you came on talking Canelo and all that stuff, But yeah, man. All right, no John in Michigan. So Stainless Boomerang, talk to me if you want it.
So I'm out and about. Yeah, man. Like I say, I don't agree with the odds, but I still want Errol to beat Manny, man. I don't want him to win by decision. I want him to beat the shit out of him so he retire, man. Excuse my language if it's too early, but everybody on the back card know, you know what I'm saying? A lot of callers know I'm not a Manny Pacquiao fan. He got a bad habit of taking belts and holding them for hostage and not fighting anybody lately. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to hear that he's fighting, or it's that year-long, 2-year-long hiatus or wait before he get another fight in. So I'm happy to hear it's a big fight with somebody who, just like with the Keith Thurman when he fought him, has a good chance of not just beating him but retiring him, man, so that we can move on into this new era of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping for the best, man. Either way, I'm expecting a good fight. People trying to go off Manny's last fight, that was still like a year and a half ago. You know what I'm saying?
2
so
years ago.
Yeah, it'd be 2 years by the time you fight Errol. So to talk like what I saw him 2 years ago when he and Ness, that 40 and up club is different in your 30s and your 20s. Like, you wake up still having them aches and pains that you used to be able to sleep off. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about a different type of fight for an older man too. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take that into perspective. But again, good show, man. Who knows? I'll probably be on for your next one. But in case I ain't, as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
All right, let me get to John in Michigan.
In my opinion, I'm not too surprised that Manny Pacquiao is that big of an underdog. I mean, I believe age definitely has a factor to play into it. And, the size as well, too. I mean, Manny Pacquiao isn't a natural welterweight like Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a big guy. So, I don't know too many people that are actually going to pick Manny to win because, his time has come and gone, and I believe it's Errol's job to put to stop him at this point. Like Marquez did it. So I think there's no reason that, Spence couldn't. And that's pretty much it.
John, thanks for calling in. We're going out to Oklahoma. AMG, what up?
Yo, what's up, Ness?
How are you?
Pretty good. I just joined, actually. So are we just talking about how we see the fight playing out?
Definitely you could give me that, but we're talking the betting lines. Spence is 5-1 and Manny's a 4-1 underdog. So put 100 on Manny and win 5.
I think Earl's widely looked at as the best welterweight right now by most people, I think. So I think it's fair for Manny to be the underdog. The way I see Errol fighting this, I actually see him fighting kind of like he fought Mikey. Kind of from the outside, used to jab a lot. If something connects where he feels like, Manny gets a little hurt, then of course he's going to go in there for the knockout. But I don't think he'll be super aggressive. I think he'll be on the back foot, kind of jabbing and using his length, to his advantage.
All right, AMG, thanks for calling in. We're going out to what looks like, Richie, Harlem, what up?
How you doing today?
All good.
No, I think Errol's gonna stop Manny because now his conditioning is gonna be on point because now he's back doing champion conditioning that he hasn't been doing since like the old Campo fight. So I just think that he's gonna be putting pressure on Manny from the first second to however long the fight lasts. Even if it goes 12, he's gonna be on Manny's ass for 12 whole rounds. And another thing is, Crawford fucked up, bro. Crawford should have been trying to fight Spence and not play games because, bro, if he fights Crawford next, you know how crazy that'll even sound that Manny Pacquiao will be his tune-up to fight Terrence Crawford because Manny's going to give him angles, a southpaw with speed, and some pop in it. So he's definitely going to be ready for Crawford next. And that's my call, bro. Have a good day, man. God bless.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. This is our second show, so don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. to get notifications every time we go live, because we go live multiple times a day, spontaneously, periodically throughout the day, depending on what big news drops. Once again, you can subscribe right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. I'm your host, NesGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NesGTO. Majid in Ohio, what up? You rocking out or you just listening?
Shit, I just jumped on, so I don't even know what the topic about. I see a 5-1 betting. Who they got that for?
Spence is the favorite. He's a 5-1, and Manny is a 4-1 underdog. So you put 100 on Manny, you could win your 400 plus your 100 back.
I mean, that just sounds like the move to do. I'm like, got to take the opinion out of this one and just go where the money at. So I say everybody need to get that 100 ready to put that shit on Pacquiao just to win something. I wouldn't mind losing 100 to win 4.
Definitely. And I mean, look, this will be the first time you could put 100 on somebody and it be that much of like he's a great fighter. There's not many times we get these type of odds on a great fighter. It's just he's facing Spence is the issue.
Yeah. So shit, if anything, that just mean to me, like I said, I'm putting that 100 down for Pacquiao, just so if he fuck around and win, I could get that bread, cause fuck it. That's what it is. That's all I got.
All right, but anybody looking to make that money, you better lock it in early because once the Filipinos start betting on Pacquiao, they'll bring the line closer. So any smart bettor is going to lock their money in with Pacquiao now because as the fight gets closer, that line starts to shrink, and I'm predicting Pacquiao becomes more like a 2-1 versus this 4-1. I think all the money's going to come in on Pacquiao, rightfully so. 2 years out of the ring, rejuvenation, legend, the resume, the experience, all that will be in the minds of the bettors come August 21st. But look, we're going to wrap up. NESGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.